Well, it oxidizes, sun in some places and not others.
Yeah, and, whatever, guess what? It's on that side. I don't see it.
Exactly. All right, so we're in Sue's kitchen, and we've picked our rose color based on her valance, which we love so much. Plus, there's the same sort of rusty rose color in her plaid club chairs and in the accent pillows on the sofa. Plus, we've got the fabric on the stools, so we've made quite an investment, and I love the color with the maple anyway. We have decided to let the trim at the sink stay the white color. And it looks like it's in pretty good shape. It might not even need to be painted, but maybe he just puts one coat. Just tell him same color that it is now.
Yeah.
He's a painter. He should be able to figure that out.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's on the white side. So then the wall above the trim is going to either be the tomato bisque cream.
Yeah.
It was called Tomato Cream Sauce by Benjamin Moore, or it was going to be Resounding Rose by Sherwin-Williams. So that was going to be the wall above the trim. It was also going to be this soffit area all the way along, and then it was going to be this wall, and also the wall with the thermostat. And the rose ends, well, here's the thermostat. Here, let me back up. The wall ends rose right there, and as we turn the corner to the basement, that will be ivory, probably called egg whites, or there was a vanillin, but the ivory color will be here. The ivory color will also be on the sloped sort of diagonal ceiling and the wall leading down the stairs. A ceiling plane, a true ceiling plane like this is a ceiling plane that will be white.
So it'll be this color.
Oh, well, let me think about that, because that's got that sloped ceiling. Well, I think the ivory should go on this wall to the bottom of the stairs and go over the door. And I think the ivory should be here. This slanted ceiling, well, and the ivory should be on this flat plane. This is ivory, that's ivory, that's ivory. This could be white or ivory. I'm kind of okay with this being white or ivory. I'm assuming you're not painting the whole basement, so I would just leave the basement what it is.
At this point.
Then this side of the soffit, so we're back. So this wall's rose. It's got the thermostat. This wall is ivory.
Mm-hmm.
This is ivory,
Okay.
because I think it will be too confusing if it turns back to white.
And this
The pillar is ivory, all four sides.
mhm.
This is, when I say ivory, it's like vanillin or it's
Whatever.
egg whites. Ivory, ivory,
This is white.
ivory up here.
Yeah.
This, I kind of think it should just stay ivory,
Okay.
just so that it,
So-
I don't want to draw attention to that beam.
Okay.
And then this is the slider, and that will be ivory. The trim can be semi-gloss of the ivory. The baseboard can be semi-gloss of the ivory.
Okay.
This wall, this pillar is ivory, so the baseboard can be semi-gloss ivory. This wall with the thermostat is rose, so I'd actually like the baseboard. You know what, we'll just keep it ivory because we're going to keep the doors and the trim ivory. So the baseboard on the rose wall will be ivory.
And so then this would be ivory also?
Then this baseboard
will
be ivory, the wall will be rose.
Mm-hmm.
As we get into the little hallway to the garage, this is going to be the very strong red color, probably Santa Fe pottery. The doors will be semi-gloss, whichever shade of ivory we pick, semi-gloss ivory, the dark rose, probably Santa Fe pottery. Semi-gloss ivory, dark rose, semi-gloss ivory. The bathroom off the garage, semi-gloss ivory. I'd also like the front of the vanity, semi-gloss ivory. And then the walls are the softened green. And the trim will just stay ivory.
Those-
And this will be softened green, and this can be
Yeah,
the ceiling. This can be the ceiling white, and that can be ceiling white.
okay.
You got a white toilet, so there's a little white.
Yeah.
All the doors and trim, battery low.
Do you want me to plug it in?
It's a Android. Okay, so prescription for the living room, we are suggesting a bigger coffee table. 42 wide is fine, but maybe a little bit deeper, like 36. Edita will help you with that. I will look on the Ethan Allen website just to give her a heads up. I think a nice round table in this corner by the fireplace would be nice instead of the speaker. You're going to get a smaller speaker. We've got these two chairs that swivel. And I think a little side table would be nice. The slider is where you go in and out there. There's the handle. I never thought to do a video of the whole room, so Edita can see it. There's a thought. The coffee table looks a little too small. The red tablecloth won't be there except at the holidays, if I can help it. And then at the foyer, well, we're leaving all of the double-story walls white because it's just too much to paint all of that stuff. So we're leaving that white. But here, by the foyer, this will be the softened green color. And we're going to reupholster this chair in the needlepoint that has grays and greens. And we're going to tighten up the frame and give it new webbing and new padding. And the softened green will be here, there, also above the door. And then the trim can just be the ivory semi-gloss. And up at the ceiling, if that's semi-gloss, gotta think about that. That could be semi-gloss white. And this could be semi-gloss ivory. I got to think about that. I'm okay with that being semi-gloss ivory all the way down, all the way over the brick. It should be semi-gloss ivory because everything else is.
It'll just go.
It'll just be semi-gloss ivory and the ceiling will be white. That's just the way it goes.
It'll be
The
sealed
wall
white.
will be ivory, ceiling white on the ceiling. And that's all we have to do.
Yeah.
You were eventually going to look for a microwave that fits the space, and that's a tall order. You're going to look for a while, and then
I'll be some-
you like cooking, so it won't be so hard.